Right, you were +5. I was thinking, shouldn't you be 6.5? No, it started at 3.5, gained 1.5 more to make it 5% total. Never mind. I'm not signing non-aggressions with the Entente. Oh, we're launching a successful attack there, and also up here. We're successfully holding that area. Iran has declared war on Azerbaijan. Iran is aggro as hell. I mean, it's cool. It's interesting, but crikey, mixes up the Middle East a bit. Wait, we're a major power? We're a major power! Haha! Suck it! Ha awesome. Alright, we have successfully done the Russia trade deal. Except it wasn't successful. Institute a free trade policy. Because our trade with Russia has been so successful, a free trade policy will allow us to better direct the flow and movement of goods, which will thereby help increase the exports and, in addition, foster economic ties with new nations. Wait, +5 resource. That's a bad thing. Yeah, +5% resources to market is a very bad thing. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. That means we're losing more of our own resources for basically no gain. There. They're allowing us to recover some organisation here, which is very nice of them. Means more factories, though. Not necessarily. You only get the factories if you're actually selling stuff, and half the time you're not. I mean, what would be nice is if it gave you more preference for trade, which means that people are more likely to trade with you, and therefore the stuff that you have for export is more likely to be sold. Like at the moment, exporting, out of the 45 oil we have, oh, actually only 13 left for export. Okay, that's pretty good. Of the aluminium, 48. See, yeah, we're only actually exporting 8 aluminium. So we're going to be increasing, or decreasing, we're going to be decreasing our own supplies of aluminium for no gain. Rubber, no. Tungsten, we're exporting 8 of the 12, that's not too bad. Steel, 8 of the 29. So 21 steel is just rotting. I mean, this is one of the reasons. Chromium, we're not exporting any of the chromium. We have 158 chromium, we're not exporting any. So, yeah, it's not a good system. And having more being sent to the market is just costing us resources, which is actually costing us factories. Because that's going to mean that we're going to have to spend factories to actually import the materials which we then ourselves cannot use. It's silly. Russia announces their ambitions. Russia's ambitions are Bulgaria. I'm seeing an opportunity here. We've not been attacked for a while and we still have a significant amount of organisation. They're trying to cut us off, but that's not going to work. No, I think we're going to wait here and just build up. I mean, this area is probably being bombed to all hell. But you guys are getting better. Wow! You have a level 6 planning? You haven't even been doing that much planning. Logistics is what I would be expecting you to have. The Russians have denied us a trade deal. It seems as though the Russians have seen fit to deny us a trade deal, thereby disallowing any semblance of economic cooperation between our two countries, and effectively robbing us of any sort of economic gain that we may have enjoyed. This has far-reaching implications for future Bulgarian-Russian joint ventures. It's another failure! Damn it, Russia. What is Russia? Russia is also Social Democrat. So you know that thing that I said about no one ever being Social Democrat? Russia, Iran, Austria... They're all Social Democrat. Damn it. Okay, France is on the very, very verge of defeat now. We've, as a collective, have lost very little stuff, actually. Yeah. The Donau Adriabund have only lost 203,000 men. We've actually done pretty well out of this war. How's our participation? Oh, 2%, 1%, 1%. Okay, we have not participated very heavily in this war. Most of it's been Germany. 1.16 million losses. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the liberals are the authoritarian democrats in this. Is liberal as in the classic sense, not in the modern sense. Liberal as in economic liberalism. Not social liberalism. Jaunty hat guy has a secret second brain under his hat. He probably does, that's why it's that. Oh, you 3 divisions guarding that. Oh, I'm going to punish you for that. Well, I would if we were attacking the wrong... Attack the right way, you idiots! No, don't support the attack against the 14 divisions. Attack the 3! In a far more strategically important location, too. Why is Mittel Europa called the Reich Pact? They changed that. So there are basically 2 forms of the German alliance. You have the Reich Pact, which is their military alliance, and then Mittel Europa, which is their economic alliance. The economic alliance hasn't actually been implemented yet, according to their developers. Damn it, Russia, this is why we can't have nice things. Allowing women to vote is pretty social liberal for the 30s. True. Yeah, that is true. I guess that Bulgaria is kind of framing itself more as a benevolent dictatorship rather than a... Well, it's not even a dictatorship. I mean, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to do like the Prussian model where it's a benevolent setup rather than a grrr setup. Fall of Gibraltar. Gibraltar only just fell? Oh, to the CNTFAI who just won the Spanish Civil War. Okay. Gibraltar was actually the last vestige to fall, apparently, which is kind of interesting. Classical liberalism is market liberalism, and game progressive liberalism would be social. Actually, yeah, you're not wrong. I guess they're authoritarian democrat because they still allow the executive, the king, a lot of power. Yep. And there it is. Community of France is gone. Split nicely in half between Flanders and Germany. So we've split France up in basically 3 sections. Then each of those countries is going to be maintaining one of those sections. So we have northern France, which is the Flemish France. We have central France, which is the German France. And then we have southern France, which is the French Republican France. And then Paris itself will be split 3 ways between those 3 powers. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So where the hell are you guys? Come on. Chop, chop. Cut-off's almost here. Though there are really not very many Austrians left defending this. Privatization. Gain economic privatization, which increases production efficiency base, but reduces efficiency growth. So this basically means it's better to not keep switching between variants. By empowering the private sector, we can take the burden of payment off of the government, which will allow for the expanded budget and increase efficiency within various economic institutions. That's reasonable. No country's OP, please enough. No country's not OP. Flemish France has a nice ring to it, sort of ironic too. You are now leaving the Flemish sector, exactly. What is the German political party as of present? Oh, sorry, I didn't understand what you meant. They are paternal autocrat. Despite the fact that they are overwhelmingly authoritarian democrat, they are currently paternal autocrat. So that's going to be causing them problems. We're having a couple of organisation issues here. We don't want to be losing our new holding. Doing in terms of air superiority, not a problem. How are we doing for the construction? Ooh, we've almost finished. Glorious. So can I add any more buildings? I could build some more into Prussia, but I actually kind of feel like I should be adding naval yards. Well, I have a lot of space for naval yards. No, we're going to go military. We just need to expand our military at this point. The next place to build up is going to be Solun. And Sofia should probably be that way around, actually, because Prussia has already been fully upgraded. Infrastructure-wise. Okay, you guys are making silly attacks. Let's stop that. Because they're moving most of their troops out, leaving just, what, 2 or 3 remaining? Oh no, there's a 7 there as well. Okay, they're going to have some more. So let's hold here for a bit. Let's get our organization back again, and then we can launch another assault. Although we may actually want to attack into this. It looks like there's going to be a lot less troops defending that. Oh, they are moving a lot of troops away. Also here. Yeah, there's only 2 divisions there. And they're all leaving. Let's launch our attack into this. And I'm going to grab you lot. Tell you to hold here, and then assist. So you will actually stay in this province to hold it and let the mountaineers do the actual moving once we've attacked that, but I'm going to try and get a cut-off through Venice instead. Iran took 108,000 equipment? Azerbaijan, seriously? How? Give me just a fraction of that production efficiency, please. Okay, so all of the guys that are retreating from these 3 are moving into here, unfortunately. Causing more than a few problems. Yeah, there's like 9 divisions defending. Well, actually, in that case, if I took half of you and attacked here instead. It's only against 4. No, we're going to continue attacking there. Never mind. Never mind. We're up to 16 factories, so we're slowly increasing the number of factories, although I think we are going to need to get some more tungsten. We can apparently get it from Portugal without any overseas connections, which is interesting. Azerbaijan is holding out on everyone else, stocking up for a world conquest. Oh! Wait, what? Don't stop attacking! Azerbaijani doomsday preppers. Oh, wait. You guys are attacking again, even though you're not supposed to. What? No. Do that. Yeah, we are crushing this area. Although, actually, we're not doing the right thing here. We should be attacking this way and then trying to cut off down here. Because all of their troops are still stuck in this area. Down here, there's nothing. So if we can punch through here, maybe cut across to Genoa, or loop around, or both, then that would be great. In fact, if we are able to do both, I wouldn't be surprised if we can, then we could bring in the Isdar troops. Because they are still kind of standing by and not doing much. Engineer Company 2 is done, so we can get some more defensive bonuses. Glorious. Also, something else was finished at the same time. The thing that we need to do are heavy fighters and tactical fighters, though. It's 1940. I've kind of left that behind, and we have a lot of air attack bonus. Right. Half of you attacking there. Half of you attacking there. I'm going to delete this. And I'm also going to say, ignore that. Go. Let's see what damage we can do. I don't think we're moving fast enough, but we can certainly get a cut-off across here. In fact, if you went this way, that would be even better. And that was... Ah! Okay. So we need to choose between air-land battle. We're not really focusing on air superiority or tanks, so we're going to go shock and awe. Just straight up more damage. Sounds good to me. There we go, we've taken Bologna. Although he may be struggling a bit. So if I can get reinforcements in, I will. Here we go, stable and united Bulgaria. Base oh wow, base stability plus 10, that's pretty nice. And that will get me into like permanent average stability, I think. Could I link post a link that describes political ideologies? Yeah, sure, no problem. Thankfully, it seems as though most, if not all, of our reforms were met with great success in the backing of the Bulgarian people. We can rest easy knowing that we have done our job properly, for the Bulgarian state is stable, its people unified, and throughout it all we have managed to preserve liberty and democracy within our great nation. Long live Bulgaria! And here we go, Genoa. And then with that, we're going to reduce you to here. Reduce you to here. And I think it's time for you guys to wake the hell up. We'll have half of you preparing an offensive for this. And half of you preparing an offensive over here. Go. So the elites have done their job. The elites are like the guys who punch through and take stuff. And now that I'm hoping that we have sufficient support index, we can start bringing in the regulars, whose job is to actually hold the gains. Let's have you attack over here. I definitely want to take Genoa if I can. Boom! Cut off. Glorious. And Bologna's holding. So if we can take Genoa, then anyone caught up here won't escape. So Genoa is kind of an important thing right now. If we can get a cut off through here, then all of these guys are effectively dead. And there it is, Genoa's mine. So everything in here is dead. Alright, so I'm going to assign you lot orders to go and take Florence. And you lot basically just pushing up here. Take all of that out. Go. Go. Alright. I would say that Italy is done. How are my deficits doing? Oh, you know what? We're actually catching up. Infantry equipment deficit's been reversed. Artillery deficit's halved. Support equipment deficit's almost gone. Awesome. And our efficiency is constantly growing. We should be adding more and more factories to our lines now. Okay, good. So industrially we're doing pretty well. Italy looks like the cheese got fuzzy. One day Italy won't be destroyed in a Hearts of Iron 4 game. One day. Oh wait, why is there... Oh, it's because Germany's cut in through here. I was like, why do I have this happening? That's 12 divisions. Let's put half of you here with the objective of taking this. I'm going to delete that line. You are not relevant to my interests. Oh, you want to give me guns? Fine by me. Let the guns flow. Did the Papal States stay out this war? They did. They are still neutral. Completely neutral. No allies with anybody. No, really, it looks mouldy. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, because it's so off-coloured and multicoloured and... Ugh. Italy is almost done. And then we need to deal with Britain, somehow. Not entirely sure that I'm going to be particularly involved in the defeat of Britain. They still have a navy, though not a particularly impressive one. Germany has a lot of ships left. So I'm pretty confident that Germany can do its thing. Socialist Republic of Italy has capitulated. That's the end of them. So how is the... Oh wow, participation's 13% now. And I've lost a lot less than Austria did. German participation... Right, because France is out the war, so German participation is far, far lower. Like all of you guys, like just be aggressive. Oh, I see. Right, anyone assigned to there, come over here. That is now irrelevant. It's German, apparently. Oh, we took Florence. Excellent. And we're overrunning loads of Brits right now. Okay, well, I would say that that aspect of this war is over. The next thing I need to do is start researching naval invasions. And then working out how the hell to strike at Britain. I mean, I could send my mountaineers up into Scotland. How's the naval map mode looking? Not great. Yeah, I have no ports that could even reach up there. I can't even get through... Oh, because CNTFAI is blocking us. Interesting. So the one thing that we might be able to do, would be to bomb. Nope, can't even reach that. So we definitely need to upgrade our tactical bombers so that we can actually reach Britain and start bombing them. Also, I'm short on steel. Do I care? That's probably naval bases, or convoys, which I have a lot of, so no, I don't care. It's all good. Right, this is a lot of fighting for no real gain. So we're going to bring you guys back home, I think. We're going to have you lot... We're going to have you lot on military preparedness. Let's have you facing Ukraine. Not because I'm actually planning to go after the Ukraine, it's more of an arbitrary choice. But so that we can maintain combat readiness. Go ahead and do that. Because I don't particularly want to lose more troops to the poor supply and also, you know, combat. Turns out war's dangerous. And we'll let them foot that. Okay. We are still got negatives in many places. We're actually building tactical bombers now, which is good. Mongolian Khanate declared war on the National Protection Alliance. That could actually be really good for the Mongols. Wow, they have a lot of divisions. Yeah, the Mongols will smash them. We might actually see a Mongol Khanate worth a damn. Wow, okay, so we've got like a rising triumphant Iran, a Mongol Khanate that's not just dying, a Russia that's completely isolated, a strong Balkan Austrian alliance, the communists losing like almost straight out the gate. France was probably formed by Germany. Yep. There we go, stable united Bulgaria. So that's all of those focuses done. So I guess we are going to go over to the Navy, because we actually need to start building up a Navy and or an Air Force. I mean, frankly, we can do both. Or We do one of these. Infrastructure construction speed plus 10% wouldn't be a bad idea. Ramping up production of air would not be a bad idea. And naval production, if and when we get the technology for it, would not be a bad idea. I'm going to focus on the Air Force. It is paramount that we turn our gaze towards the expansion and maintenance of an Air Force, especially considering the rapid changes being made to aerial warfare and the great importance being placed in the possession of a proper Air Force. Can I show you the Vietnam tree? Do they have one? They do have one. That's pretty impressive. Request the Prussian Guards from Berlin. Ostasian fleet. You have a massive naval line. Or not necessarily a massive one, just kind of a very front and centre one, which is interesting. Expanding. Actually, yeah, this is all navy. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. This is also naval. Well, Admiralty is... Yeah, it's not necessarily naval. And then fiscal austerity or collaborate with local elites. No, status of the Admiralty. That's why it's so, like, naval orientated. Cool. That's actually kind of interesting. I like that. Pretty cool. Reminds me of Transformer. It does, actually. Yes, you're right. Alright, so Austria. Who's next? And please don't say me. Northern Railway, Bohemia. Increase in stability. We're back up to average. Which also means more civilian factories too. Still not done anything about your Austrian military. Austria, what companies have you taken? Because you have some, or you had some amazing tank companies. Kind of curious if that's still true. I can't see. It's showing your non-existent military staff rather than your companies. I wonder if you've even taken any. Interesting. Oh, the invasion of Britain's begun. The Canadians did it. Hungary's cancelling their Lend-Lease. That's fine.